Hey guys, good morning. It is Daphne, and welcome to my third episode of This Is How I Saw It. This week, it's week 15 in the NFL, and the Niners are facing the Cowboys. You know what that means. It's Cowboys week. So let's go ahead and get started and jump right into this. So yeah, guys, it's Cowboys week, and like I said, we have a history with the Cowboys. Obviously, if you don't know this picture, then maybe you want to rethink your fandom. Are you really faithful if you don't recognize this picture? But yes, it is Cowboys week. We hate the Cowboys. We want to beat the Cowboys by any means necessary. And if you think that tanking a game is a great idea to try to get draft picks, no. We want to beat the Cowboys. I don't care what you think. And if you don't want to beat the Cowboys, honestly, you need to get out because this is going to be we want that win, and it's important for us to get. So, Coach, he actually had his start of the week presser, or basically the start of Cowboys week presser, and he just went over, some injury updates and practice windows and things like that. So let's get started with some good news. The good news is for the initial practice this week, they've opened up George Kittle's practice window. So he could possibly, play on Sunday, but I really doubt it. Even though they did open the practice window, it would be nice, but we'll see what happens and see how it goes. And, probably tomorrow we'll get an update on, if George is actually going to be able to play on Sunday or not. But with the team traveling to Dallas, we'll just have to see and kind of, see what happens. A couple of updates from the injuries and things from Sunday. So Fred Warner, he had a stinger, which he's currently limited in practice, but based on his interview, he seems like he's going to be okay. So he's monitoring it. Raheem Mostert, he didn't practice, so they're just kind of manage his high ankle sprain, and he will not practice. He didn't practice yesterday, which was Wednesday, since I'm recording this today on Thursday. And they will probably try to practice him at the end of the week to see how it goes. So hopefully Raheem will be able to get practice in on Friday and possibly Saturday, maybe even today, but Coach doesn't do pressers on today. Now, a couple of the other players that we're kind of looking at, we know Debo's out, so he's probably going to be out the rest of the season. K1, I think, is limited. And I think Emmanuel Mosley is also limited this week, so they didn't really practice much or do much on the field. So those are probably going to be questionable folks for Sunday's practice. I'm sorry, Sunday's game. Maybe a practice, who knows? But anyhow. So another update that, we were all anxiously waiting for is who the starting quarterback would be on Sunday. Some folks were hoping that Jimmy would have his practice window opened and would possibly have a chance to play on Sunday. Some folks were hoping that CJ would be able to maybe start in place of Mullins this week just because of what's happened in the last couple of games. And so Coach basically said at the outset that Nick Mullins would be the starter on Sunday. And so I'm going to take a quick pause to marinate that and let you marinate that as well. So there was a collective in the fandom basically that, well, not really a collective, let's be honest. Some people want Nick to play because they think he's going to turn over the ball and we're going to lose the game and we'll get a higher draft pick based on draft positioning. And then the others are like, no, please don't play Nick. He can't play. He's not ready. And I just, we as a fan, there is not one thing that we can do about who coach puts on the field. Kyle just said that Nick is going to start against the Cowboys, and we will see how it goes. That's basically what he said. And it will be a battle of the backups because, Dak has been out since I think week 4 or week 5 with that awful ankle injury. And I just, so I'm supporting the team, and I certainly want the win because, again, this is the Dallas Cowboys and we want to beat them. So hopefully that will work out in our favor. And I'll just keep my fingers crossed, and I won't bash anyone, and we'll go from there and see what happens. But I do want to say this. I do just want to say that I think Coach gives some players more opportunity than others. Some of the fans, myself included, don't understand why he keeps giving Nick all of these chances when he's not playing well. And other players, he's not given that latitude. I'm just going to use this for an example. Last season, when we were on our playoff run and all of that, Akello Weatherspoon had some bad plays. And so he pulled him and let Emmanuel Mosley play. And then as we got to I think it's the NFC Championship. No, it was Minnesota. Was it Minnesota? It was Minnesota. Akello Witherspoon had one bad play against Stephon Diggs, and he was yanked immediately. Like, it was one play, he gave up the touchdown, and coach just pulled him out and put in Emmanuel Mosley, and it was done. And so I don't understand the thinking, but you know what? I'm not the coach. I'm not the GM. I don't understand who gives us the best chance of winning as far as what's happening right now, so I'm just going to let that go. But it's just food for thought. Like, he gives some players plenty of latitude, and some others are like, no, that's it. I'm one and done. Like Dante Pettis. He had forever. But anyway, Dante's on the Giants. Moving on from that. And so, yeah, just kind of wanted to put that information out there as far as practice updates and all of that. And, with Kittle's window being open, we'll see how it goes. And maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe that'll make a difference for the quarterback this week to have someone out there that maybe he trusts more. Not sure, but we'll see how it goes. So yes, again, we are looking for a better result this week, obviously against the Cowboys because they are dreaded and we hate them and we want to beat them at all costs. So this is just a quick snapshot of how the Niners and the Cowboys are stacking up against each other, just across the general categories on offense, defense, passing, and rushing. Looks like on paper the Cowboys got us, but we do have our defense. I think that's definitely a difference maker, and hopefully our offense can take advantage of the opportunities presented by the defense, opportunities that we didn't take advantage of last week against the Washington football team. But hopefully this week we can get that taken care of and cleaned up and see how it goes. I'll probably take a deeper dive into the stats for both teams later this week, maybe in my next one. But this is going to be basically it for now, and we will hopefully, come out on the other side with a win. So we'll see what happens. Okay, guys. So, yep, we've just had that quick snapshot of the two teams. I think we're definitely gonna start wrapping it up here. I've got a ton to do. You can see what the goal is right here on the screen. Beat the Cowboys. We're not tanking. We got fight left in us, and we just got to beat the Cowboys, and that's just going to be it. So, but you know what? I wanted to just maybe ask this question. Is there any particular player who's entitled to play for a winning team? So let's say the player's been on a losing team for a while and they may get traded. Are they entitled to quote unquote go to a winning team or a team who's ready right now to win, make playoff runs or go to the Super Bowl? Are players entitled to that? Like, for example, when Tom Brady, came up for free agency last year and he was trying to find a team to go to and he wanted to come to the 49ers. Like, was he entitled to that? I mean, my answer to that is no. But what do you think? Are players entitled to go to a winning team? Because isn't the goal on every team, the goal every year is to win the Super Bowl? Doesn't matter if the team has history of losing or not. Those are the breaks. So, yep, that was just my question. Let me know what you think. Gonna sign off. Got a ton to do. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. I'll probably have one more of these before the game on Sunday, and a couple other things because, I'm planning to see Wonder Woman next week. Fortunately, woohoo, I have HBO Max, so I can just watch it at home. But I also have a subscription to AMC Theaters, and I can just go and watch it, in Dolby. And they do have it all set up where it's very clean and socially distanced, and you have to wear a mask. So I'm thinking about doing that as well to still support the movie theaters. But anywho, thanks for listening. Tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. You can tweet it to me. You got my handle. And I will talk to you next time. And this is how I saw it. Cowboys week. Signing off. This is Daphne, and I will see you guys on the other side. Stay faithful.